target area before entering the soaring state. While soaring, Kaja can fly over terrain and his basic attacks become AoE. In this state, his second skill's cooldown is shortened, and hitting an enemy hero with it reactivates his soaring state. So don't panic when a melee enemy is on you. Use the terrain to your advantage to block off pursuers. Kaja's ultimate received the biggest change, from solo gank to a setter's dream. Kaja's whip now lassos an entire area, trapping enemies inside. He can then drag them along while the lasso tightens. Since the ultimate has a cast delay, timing is key. Aim for the enemy carry in the backline. For Kaja's skill priority, if the team needs fast wave clear, pick up his first skill first. To invade the enemy jungle and apply early pressure, go with the second skill first. Prioritize upgrading the first skill afterward in either case. For combos, try out these two. In the laning phase, use Kaja's first skill to poke and recover HP. If the enemy engages, use his second skill to take off. Then kite with his aerial basic attacks. Kite when attacked. Attack when they're out of steam. For initiating teamfights, use Kaja's second skill to soar. Use the terrain to reposition. Follow up with his first skill to slow and reduce their damage. Then immediately cast his ultimate and let the team clean up. Now, let's talk matchups. Kaja does well against carries with no mobility skills, such as Layla, Ixia, and Vexana. Once he flies in and lassos them, there's no hope of escape. He also pairs well with allies with AoE, like Odette, Barza, and Ixia. Kaja can hold enemies in place while they pile on the damage. The perfect set! Now, if you're up against Kaja, remember that while his ultimate can't be purified, heroes with mobility like Kagura, Yi Shin, and Suyo can still dodge it with a dash. To play Kaja at his best, go for a sustain and poke playstyle. For Kaja's build, Rapid Boots helps him get around the map faster, and Thunderbelt is great because he can quickly get stacks from his AoE basic attacks while soaring, making him more tanky while boosting his damage. Oracle boosts the healing from his first skill, improving his sustain, so he can stay in the fight. We recommend the support emblem for Kaja for more survivability and movement speed. Choose Flicker as his battle spell and combo it with his second skill to drag enemy carries from further away for allies to blow up. For players who enjoy fast, aggressive roamers like Khalid, Hilda, or Marcel, Kaja offers that same fast roaming and in-and-out teamfight playstyle. Give Kaja a try and rule the sky. Soar anywhere, lasso anyone. The revamped Kaja arrives on August 5th. Get his commandment skin for only 51 diamonds. And get Kaja at 30% off during launch week.
lightning! All that lies below is under my vigil!
Still trying to reach your allies on foot? Still stuck navigating terrain when the fight's already over? From flightless bird to ruling the skies, the revamped Kaja can be summed up in 2 words: soar and lasso. Soar anywhere, lasso anyone. First up, Kaja's passive skill. We kept its paralysis effect and upgraded it. Hitting with Kaja's skills will slow enemies and reduce their damage, making it easier to pressure enemy carries. Moving on to his first skill, Kaja releases a ring of primal lightning, damaging enemies and healing himself. Scout bushes, recover HP, interrupt recalls. Kaja can now fly into the enemy jungle like a true fearless roamer. From a short dash to full flight, Kaja's second skill is a highlight of this revamp. Kaja dashes to the target area before entering the soaring state. While soaring, Kaja can fly over terrain and his basic attacks become AoE. In this state, his second skill's cooldown is shortened, and hitting an enemy hero with it reactivates his soaring state. So don't panic when a melee enemy is on you. Use the terrain to your advantage to block off pursuers. Kaja's ultimate received the biggest change, from solo gank to a setter's dream. Kaja's whip now lassos an entire area, trapping enemies inside. He can then drag them along while the lasso tightens. Since the ultimate has a cast delay, timing is key. Aim for the enemy carry in the backline. For Kaja's skill priority, if the team needs fast wave clear, pick up his first skill first. To invade the enemy jungle and apply early pressure, go with the second skill first. Prioritize upgrading the first skill afterward in either case. For combos, try out these 2. In the laning phase, use Kaja's first skill to poke and recover HP. If the enemy engages, use his second skill to take off. Then kite with his aerial basic attacks. Kite when attacked. Attack when they're out of steam. For initiating teamfights, use Kaja's second skill to soar. Use the terrain to reposition. Follow up with his first skill to slow and reduce their damage. Then immediately cast his ultimate and let the team clean up. Now, let's talk matchups. Kaja does well against carries with no mobility skills, such as Layla, Ixia, and Vexana. Once he flies in and lassos them, there's no hope of escape. He also pairs well with allies with AoE, like Odette, Farza, and Ixia. Kaja can hold enemies in place while they pile on the damage. The perfect set! Now, if you're up against Kaja, remember that while his ultimate can't be purified, heroes with mobility like Kagura, Yi Shin, and Suyo can still dodge it with a dash. To play Kaja at his best, go for a sustain and poke playstyle. For Kaja's build, Rapid Boots helps him get around the map faster. And Thunderbelt is great because he can quickly get stacks from his AoE basic attacks while soaring, making him more tanky while boosting his damage. Oracle boosts the healing from his first skill, improving his sustain so he can stay in the fight. We recommend the support emblem for Kaja for more survivability and movement speed. Choose Flicker as his battle spell and combo it with his second skill to drag enemy carries from further away for allies to blow up. For players who enjoy fast, aggressive roamers like Khalid, Hilda, or Marcel, Kaja offers that same fast roaming and in-and-out teamfight playstyle. Give Kaja a try and rule the sky. Soar anywhere, lasso anyone. The revamped Kaja arrives on August 5th. Get his commandment skin for only 51 diamonds. And get Kaja at 30% off during launch week.
What the?
Hello and good evening, everyone, to the playoffs day number one of open category, where we will definitely be witnessing a lot of interesting matches. And for that, we have our caster Sudan Souds from Nepal and Mr. Wakar Mahmood from Bangladesh. And this is me, your host, Manisha. And I am really excited for today's match, because there are three teams from Nepal and one team from Bangladesh. And let's see, how everything goes between all the teams. So, Susan, how are you feeling today? Let's share your energy with with the panel.
I'm obviously very excited about today's matches. There are lots of, best team from both of the regions, and we can see the statement from Masurap to all the MLB fans. Okay, I guess that's going to be the message to the fan. I guess to all the MLB fans, this tournament is more than just a competition. It's acceleration of the passion, dedication, and love we all share for Mobile Legends. Support your favorite teams, cheer for every play, and be part of every unforgettable moment as our players battle their way to the top. Let's make this tournament bigger, louder, and more exciting than ever before. So, okay, he is really looking really confident about their team, the Aura Sports being to the finals. Looking at that statement, and he even delivers the message to all of the fans all around the South Asia to make this tournament even bigger, ever than before. Like we had Golden Hour Cup, we had the next or so round. He wants it to be bigger than all of the tournaments which have been, hosted before.
Mhm. Exactly. And I think similarly, we have our Carrero from Evergreen. And his statement is similar like Masarap's. So, to my friends and supporters, thank you for believing in us through every win, lost till now. To the developers, thank you for giving us a game and a stage where we can chase our dreams. And to our opponents, good luck to both sides. May the better team win. I mean, yes. First of all, definitely thank you to our Moonton MLBB for creating such an event, such a tournament where they were able to play games with not just Nepali teams but also teams from Bangladesh. And yes, like he is definitely looking forward to this match. And we have our finals bracket for open category. So this match is going to be the best of three. And the first match is going to be between our Aura Esports versus Evergreen Esports. And from that, whoever qualifies will go to match number four, uh, which will also be best of three, as well as the next game that we have for tonight is September 9 versus Kingsmen. So whoever from both of the teams, wins it will be seen in the match number four, that is best of three. And we also have the lower brackets. That means you still have a chance to compete for the finals, even if you lost this particular, round. So yes, I think it's a great opportunity for all the teams to show their skills and yes, get a little bit more closer to the finals. I'm very excited. So then, what do you have to say about today's draft phase now?
Once again, talking about the match itself, by the way, if you do not know, the viewers who are ever are watching, this is a rematch in between the teams Aura Sports versus Evergreen Sports.
Ah,
They have
yes.
already been matched once in the group stage where Evergreen Sports actually defeated the team Aura Sports. That was best of one, and maybe the best of one was what that took down the team Aura Sports or maybe Evergreen Sports. They have, came back stronger in this tournament. So it will all be proven in this match of best of three. By the way, we are already halfway the draft. Here we can see the Paquito, Eudora, and Medisha getting banned out from Aura Sports, while team Evergreen Esports, they are banning out Fanny, Restrict ban. There is Hibrara, which is a kind of usual ban for this meta, and we can also see the Marshall getting banned out.
Yeah. And what do you have to say about the picks that's already being shown from them, like both of the teams?
Well, we can see Barat's Paradise is their first pick, and with Barat's being in XP, there was a really high chance of that Matilda getting popped up because that's
Mhm.
like kind of a pair, like a couple in this current meta. Maybe we could even see the Uranus plus Matilda combination, but yeah, there we
Mhm.
can see Matilda having locked down by the team Aura with even the Valentina, which will be able to copy that fatal link coming up from Atlas of Team Evergreen Esports. With that, I think that's going to be a kind of comfort pick from their side, which is Selena, which is really good, in
Mhm.
fact, in recent matches. And with that, they'll be
Mhm.
picking off the Uranus. Okay, overall, about the draft, I would say. Okay, or I suppose they are going for some wombo combo, and with that Valentina, they have a really good chance of copying that alt,
Mhm.
using it against the team Evergreen Esports itself
Mhm.
themselves. And let's see what will happen in the second phase of the draft. Will Team Evergreen Esports have any answer against that draft coming up from Aura Sports?
Yeah, exactly. And also, when you mentioned Uranus being like possible pick from Aura, like I think Evergreen they heard you. They instantly picked that Uranus, that bulky hero, I would say. So yes, how do you feel like what heroes would complement the draft that we are seeing right now?
All right, for the team Aura Sports, already we can see that kind of duo with huge high mobility rotation. And
Mm-hmm.
obviously, they might even go for something who can split tools, like a Link can be a really good option here from the side of Team Aura Sports, which can even, make more pressure onto the map. Whereas from the side of Evergreen Sports, they already have a huge tankiness on their front line. So yeah, they obviously need something that can melt, like Carry. I guess Carry is still open, left open, which will be really good against that Barats, by the way. And for their jungle, yeah, they should be going for something with the damage. In this composition against the team Aura Sports,
Mm-hmm.
maybe Suyo can be a really good option. If I sorry,
Mhm.
Suyo is already banned out. So what do you say, Walker? What could be a really good jungler for Evergreen Sports according to this situation?
Well, first of all, I do apologize for my late appearance here in the land of Dawn, and this match is all about Evergreen Esports versus Aura Esports, I guess, if I'm not wrong. All right, so the question was what kind of hyper I would like to see here. Well, I guess, according to me, I'd love to see a Barrage could be a very good option, I guess. Oh, sorry, not Barrage. What is the name? Like
Baxia?
Fedrin. No, no, no,
Oh.
not Basha. Fedrin could be a very good option, like I would say. In this situation, I feel like Fedrin could be a very good fit, even as you just mentioned, like you just mentioned about Basha.
Yeah.
Basha's also could be a very good pick, if I'm not wrong. So I just hop into the match, and everything seems like quite new to me right now. So let me observe the whole situation, then I'll say something different and I'll give my opinion. So that being said, so there is a carry from the side of Evergreen
Mhm.
against like against Lux, Barats. Even if they just go for different tanky options, then I say the thing they just have picked carry
Mhm.
is a nice to choose. You guys go on.
Okay.
Let me observe
Okay.
first.
Okay. All right. Walker has said it. Meanwhile, we're at the draft. We also would like to announce again that we are still doing the giveaways. You can still win 50k dice worth of skin and 5k dice if you comment your UID, share this link with your friends, mention your 5 friends, and yeah, you could get lucky. And we also have other giveaways going on in our MLBB social media handles of both Bangladesh and Nepal. So definitely you have to check it out if you don't want to miss out on the giveaways. So
Yeah, while we
yes,
are talking about the giveaways, don't forget to like the stream, by the way. That will help,
exactly.
spread the stream even more. And yeah, we need to show those likes to the developer of this game, for if you want this slot, if you know what I mean. Well, the draft have been completed with the hardly being picked up from this side of Evergreen Sports. And we have seen lots of good Hardy in recent patches. Even though he was a little bit toned down, he is still really good in bursting down these squeezes.
Hmm. So
Absolutely. Like, you know what? Just if we just talk about Hurley, you have to be a little bit more concerned, like what you were doing. Like, it's not that easy to play a Hurley in this kind of situation. Like, you just need to connect the deadly magic perfectly combined with the first skill. Like, so yeah, I'm not gonna say things are gonna be so easy, but let's see which team has the last laugh. Let's see.
Yeah, once again, here we are with the first ever match of the playoffs. Day number one, match number one. Alright Sports versus Evergreen Sports with a base of three matchup. We can see the Alright Sports from Nepal on the blue side, and Evergreen Sports is also from Nepal, and they are on the right hand side. Locke trying to open up the vision. Hoise is already zoning him out, trying to poke some damage onto him.
Well, nothing fancy is going on. Okay, so already Hazy took a huge chunk of his HP, like lost his HP, and there's a cat and mouse game is going on. Mashara versus Kero 969, which is a quite interesting name. And Yahiko is also here to try to take down the Little Wonder. Okay, so are we about to see the first blood? But no, Selena just managed to retrieve. Oh,
Yeah,
that's
they think. But he's getting his. That's Flicker game from Bobby, but he won't be able to get that kill. I guess that arrow is going to get connected. Johan searching for
blood.
first blood, and maybe he will be able to get another. That's double early on from the side of Team Evergreen Sports.
Yeah, it was a nice one, like a very good start from their side. 2 kills in a row. Evergreen just started things up very smoothly.
Yeah, I guess when they had that, early game composition, they wanted to, take the tempo early on, but with that, kind of greediness, they were punished for that. I guess they will have a lower hand on this first turtle. Once again, another arrow will be connected, where Locke will be falling to the hand of Johan. That's third kill for the Team Evergreen Sports. For Johan, by the way, if we look at the kills, Johan have already managed to get that killing spree in the second minute of the game. They won't be able to contest this turtle anymore. Maybe Yahiko will be falling down. He took lots of damage. Johan secures the first ever turtle of the game.
Yes, and that being said, and Yahiko is running out of HP, but still trying to get some farm. And yeah, it's a very good start from the Evergreen side. And guys, personally, like maybe the name is new. I mean, Aurora's Esports, but the Yahiko, Mashara, even Bob, Gonigon, they're just quite, familiar and known to me. Like, I have seen their game for more than 3+ years. So yeah, I guess they'll try to find out something against the Evergreen, and I guess they'll try to figure out what's going on inside the game, and yeah, they'll try to pull it up against them.
Yeah, obviously, with their experience they have in all these years, they have always been able to come back even when they. But once again, Johan with that deadly magic onto Locke, but Locke will be surviving. That's the flicker with Daytona's welcome, where Stanahoise will fall to the hand of Mr. Yahiko.
Yeah, it could be the opening for them. Like they just create their first opening by seeking the kill. And if you just have a look at the gold ranking right now, Johan is taking the lead, and the second position is also taken by the Yahiko, who is playing the jungler from the side up Alright Esports. And I guess nothing else is going on. Okay, so I guess Barras will get a gank here already. Paypang and Beasel trap and arrow. Here we go, the slashes are coming up from Selena. And here we go, but not enough damage to take down Master of Deadly Magic in the meantime, but still quite tanky to take him down.
Yeah, they wanted to tone him down. They wanted to suppress him down early on as he already showed his potential. Okay, Locke will be able to get the kill onto Daz where Evergreen Esports, they couldn't get the trade on the bottom lane where they were trying to gank. Slowly, they are losing some trades and we can already see the gold is equated here. Locke trying to open up the vision for the turtle. We can see another air will be connected onto Bobby. They will have to forcefully fall back, and Johan once again secures another turtle of the game.
Yes, and that being said, and the very little steps, the Aura Esports is trying to farm some aura from their side, but still. Okay, so Abyssal Arrow once again. Might be in trouble, and yes, the mega kill is taken by the Harley. 4 kills in a row, and in the meantime, Apang secured the kill of Luck, I guess. Okay, it will be a chase. No, not a chase. Hayes just forcefully trying to get a recall here.
All right, now going to go on have started to farm from both of the lanes, double laning at this moment, and yeah, obviously he'll be able to farm. Well, looking at the goal difference there, okay, he's already really ahead against the dash from the team Evergreen Esports.
Deadly Magic once again going on, might be in trouble, but no. With the very low HP, just managed to survive. Deadly. Okay, so Abyssal Trap and Arrow tried to connect, but not enough to take them down.
Yeah, and all right, we can still see going on with low HP, but maybe with the Haskell, I'm not sure if he have already built up the Haskell, but he is, looking very comfortable over there. He is regenerating the SP, or maybe it could be Matilda Locke who is providing him those SP regeneration. Okay, he haven't built up the Haskell yet with the Winterker, and he's probably going for the Haskell right now. The arrows are getting connected, some few pokes. Isaiah looking all alone while he is rotating.
Absolutely, and the 6 minutes running here in the land of Dawn. Still, the lead has been taken down by Evergreen side. 5 kills plus, but the goal difference is not that much. It's like it's something that you can bear, like not that much huge difference between these two teams. Okay, so there's a turtle dance once again, and at last, we'll try to create his momentum by connecting a purple fatal links, but I guess not enough intent from their side. Mashara with the huge form. Once again, the Abyssal Trap with the arrow. And okay, so here we go. At last, just trying to create a moment. Let's see which jungler will manage to take first.
Comes in and he'll be isolating. Heiser will be taken down instantly. Kero with low LC will have to forcefully fall back. I don't think they'll be able to contest this turtle anywhere, but Johan seems to be interested in that retribution battle, but Master Up is already there, opening the map vision, and that's it. The third turtle of the game will be secured by Yahiko.
Yep, and by securing the turtle. Now, if we just look at the goal difference right now, then it is like taken by this side of Team Aura Esports. I told you guys, I know them for a very long time, and here we go, going on with a heavy crossbow, giving a damage, but not enough to take someone down. And at last, still just struggling to perform a perfect fertile link. Flicker hasn't popped up just to secure and survive the situation. Still, trade is on the way from the side of Evergreen. Locked them up, cornered them, but okay, they're no safe right now.
Yeah, well, they will not be able to force out the top lane tier 1, but still they are still trying their best to force out the top lane tier 1. Masurab seems to be getting low on mana, so he might not be able to contribute more if the battle happens on the top side of the map. Once again, double dash. Bobby is trying to terrify Keroro. Dash looks pretty low on SP. Once again, the minions have been cleared out. The base tier 1 turret from the top lane is saved by the team Evergreen Esports.
And what the hell is Harley doing on? Like, just trying to steal the farm of Team Aura Esports, and she's just being a little bit cunning here, and just we'll give a try to push the bot lane, if I'm not wrong. And the top lane, going on, just still trying to give a little pressure on the TR1. Okay, so it was a nice trade from both of the side.
Yeah, indeed. Well, we can see Johan. successfully traded the bot lane tier 1. Alright, I know their arrow will be connected, but 4 of the players rotating together. They are really hard to pick with this Selena. Oh, Yahiko is going in, piffing.
Oh.
He took lots of damage with that fracture coming up from Yahiko, but he won't get bursted down. Johan with the really good positioning while on the top lane. Gas will get ganked up from 2 of the players. Well, here is the outnumber situation on the favor of Team Evergreen Esports. There's Detonas welcome on to Heise. Marcel looking low on SP, but won't be able to fall here. And no, the fractal link comes in from Bobby. Heise will be falling down. Yahiko takes the kill.
Like, it was a nice one. It was a completely nice one. Even, they're just on the fight, like securing the dash and Haze's kill. And now they're just approaching for the Lord. And I guess that they will succeed to take the Lord. Hardly just give it a try, but not fast enough to execute a perfect retribution against one of the most experienced player in the history of Nepal, that is Yahiko. No chance against him.
Obviously, we can see lots of pressure going on the bottom side. They will be able to take down the tier 1 without any hesitation. Well, looking at itemization, there's already, if you run over, Fraxel comes in, Bass looks low on SP, but he is trying to outplay the situation. Yeah, Johan will be taking down Yahiko over there on the top side of the map.
Yeah, like, that was something like, they shouldn't do that. Like, I wasn't expecting that. It was like overstaying in the lane, and he just paid off very nicely. He was just being a little bit greedy. I mean, Yahiko just tried to slay Johan whenever he already has the support of dash in the same time 2v1 situation, and he just paid off very badly.
They are still looking for somewhat aggressive approach here. Masurap already looking out for the map piece in there. We can see the top lane. The Lord have already been defended successfully by the Team Evergreen Esports. Another wave of minions is approaching on the top and bottom side of the map, so they have to split for now. Meanwhile, the Team All Esports, they might be able to find a kill on the top side. They're pressurizing over there. Keroro is facing lots of damage with those, penetration coming out from the Strife of Gunnigon. He is going in with the Havoc crossbow from Heise Falls, and we can see Keroro trying to go aggressively there. He takes lots of chunk of damage. Another, the arrow was connected there, but there comes Johan.
Now they're just taking the game to their favor. I mean, the overall esports, like, they're securing the neutral objective very well, that I would say. And if we just have a look on the damage deal, then the highest damage is dealt by Gunnigon, and the second position is grabbed by Johan, who is playing the jungler from the side of Evergreen. So yeah, now this game is becoming too intense, like one of the most experienced team, again showing their class in this tournament. Like, yeah, this is the game that I actually expect from the Aura Esports. I mean, not the Aura Esports, the names are so common, I know them very well, maybe they just changed their name, but then still I could say I'm just so used to and known about this lineup. Like,
Johan is with a really good ambush over there. He's going in with Yahiko being taken down. I guess he's looking for some steal from the Lock, and he will survive with that bit of steal coming up from Lock. Johan won't be able to survive as he will get locked in by Masurap. Bobby secures the kill onto Johan, and there is no any trade back. But they will be able to trade back the mid lane tier 1, but they were already losing onto that map control. Now they are rushing in. Das is with the speedy Lightfall, but well, he will be retreating for now. Keroro falls, Gunnigon takes the kill, and they are onto the mid lane inhibitor. They are going aggressively. That's the fractal link. That's where we caught up, and they have already taken down the inhibitor from the mid lane. They are locking onto the base of the Team Evergreen Esports. Will they be able to take it down? Maybe no, as the minions have already been cleared out by the Team Evergreen Esports, but the base, it nearly got taken down.
Absolutely. Now, you know what, like, from this situation, it's completely hard. It's completely hard for them to recover the situation, and I guess they will definitely take the Lord without any competition, and yeah, this Lord could be the end for them. And Gunnigon, yes, the Slayer of the Lord. And if I just look at the KDA of Gunnigon, then there's a 405 KDA, which is far better than like Dash's 031 and like Carry just suffered a lot, struggled a lot against laning, gunning on. Like
Mhm.
I just love the way he just laned against the carry. Even it's so normal, like whenever you just run out of HP, no way. So they will definitely try to take the top and definitely give a push here.
Oh, another detonator welcome comes in. Here the isolating ISO while House falls there. Another fractaling comes in. Vaping low on HP will fall to the hand of Gone. Two players looking low on HP won't be able to save this place anymore. As team, all our forces are locking it and we're taking the game number one.
Yeah, like it was a great game, and this is what you can expect from experienced team from Nepal. I told you many times, like I know this lineup very well, especially the Yahiko, Gonigon, Bob. They're just quite good, whatever they're just doing. So yeah, I appreciate their victory.
Yeah, that was a really great game, by the way. Even in the early phase, Team Evergreen Sports, they tried their best to keep up with they were actually taking lots of good trades against the team Aura Sports, but I'm not sure why they weren't being able to, keep up the goal difference, by the way. What happened, Manisha? I think you are on inaudible.
My bad, my bad. Hello, casters back again. The game that we witnessed between Team Aura Esports and Evergreen, that was one hell of a match, I would say. Because, like early on, Evergreen was having that upper hand, and the way our Aura Esports were able to get the game, it was like a lovely match. What do you guys think? Gone wrong with our Evergreen in this match, Sudan?
Yeah, as Walker have been saying, maybe it could be the experience kind of thing, because even when they were taking some good trades, they were taking down the turtles, they were taking down the players, but somehow the team, or I suppose, they were gaining those extra goals somewhere from, they were trading it, they were trying to farm as much as possible. Maybe that's what happened there, because we could see that clear difference. I mean, yeah, even when they were losing the race, they were winning on the gold side.
Okay, we have our Guns being the damage taken. Like he was the most damage taken and the MVP actually. My bad. From our Aura Esports, I think he was really worthy of that. The way he was supporting, not just supporting, but taking the lead, especially. And like look at the damage he gave. 81532 81,000. Damn, kill participation is 100% with kill KDA being 506. Oh damn, that is great. I think Gonigon, such a great I would say, right?
Yeah, definitely,
Mhm.
undoubtedly. I know him for a very long time, and I've seen him playing, and he's a quite experienced player, and I would say like most experienced marksman in Nepal. Like there's many teams in Nepal, but I do say Gonigon is like Gonigon's marksman is like best one that I would definitely
Hmm.
say. So here we go. Like you guys could see the KDA from each team's member, and yeah, though still two more games to go, and definitely the next game will be a little bit tight for Evergreen because they must need to win the next game if they want to keep them still alive in this competition.
Hmm. Exactly. So, so then what are you looking for the next match? How can they cover up for this round, like our Evergreen?
Mhm.
What are the things that they could look up on?
Mhm. I think the team, or I suppose, they really played very cleverly during the draft phase, that strife, which could tone down the armor of the Uranus. That was also one of the key thing that the team Aura Esports won this game against Evergreen Esports. Yeah,
Mhm.
Evergreen Esports, they had a really good combination here. They were trying to take the early lead. They were even taking the really good phase during the early phase, and I was expecting that. Looking back to the group stage match where they won against the team Aura Sports, I was expecting kind of really head to head kind of match, and that in fact happened in the game number one. But unfortunately, when they lost their tempo, the team Aura Sports got the victory. They got the upper hand in this game. But let's see. Still expecting a tie-breaking matchup for this matchup, because I think for this tournament, the team Evergreen Sports are also one of the best team who could compete against the team Aura Sports.
Exactly, and like look at here right now, the sandbag being the Uranus from our Evergreen side. Meanwhile, the most, I think, the assist, the total assist that Matilda had, like 10. I think Matilda was also really, doing her job so that our Gonigon, he was able to, my bad, he was able to take that kill with her support, and also the way Yahiko was farming. I mean, damn. Like the goal per minute is 837. Okay, let's look at the match highlights. So then what is your like favorite moments out of this, you know?
All right, I have to say that save from Lock. In fact, that was the whole team synergy, by the way, where where he was getting ganked up with that deadly magic
Mhm.
from Johan, and that time Yahiko he went for that shield coming up from Yahiko, and
Exactly.
that's how he got saved from that really timed and really, what do I say? I mean, that was a really great ambush from Johan, but it was, made useless because of that shield.
Exactly. I think that was one of my favorite moments as well. But as we can see right now, like this match had like a lot of lovely, team fights, and the engagements that they were coming from both of the teams was lovely. Like look at this one as well. In this particular moment, I thought that our Barretts, he was going to get punished, but instead our Yahiko was able to get a kill for themselves, for the team. And the way this game ended, damn, it was like crazy. But yes, I hope that the next round, this match that we're going to see between our Aura Esports and Evergreen, I think they will be able to, get it back in their hands. So yes, Walker, what do you think that our Evergreen should look out for in our Aura Esports during this draft phase?
First of all, obviously they must have to go for the perfect drop. That I would say, like
Mhm.
like before starting a match, you must have to study your opponent, and then this two team know each other very well,
Mhm.
so they might need to know the exact core strategy of Aura Esports. So definitely they will try to work on that. And if we just have a look on their ban, then they have just banned from the side of Evergreen like Fanny, and we all know how good Yahiko is with every single assassin. I saw him playing Fanny, even I saw him playing Lancelot many times, even
Mhm.
like Hayabusa. I saw him playing Hayabusa since from 2022. I'm just watching their game. I used to watch every single game of these guys. So yeah, they must need to study their strategy,
Mhm.
and like they have to ban their comfort zone, that I would say, like the way they have just banned Fanny, even the Matilda first game, just feel the
Mhm.
pain, like what she was capable to do. I mean Matilda, that's the reason why I'm saying she. So yeah, that is objective from them. Just try to approach them
Mhm.
from the draft, then the rest of the scenario will be
Mhm.
you know taken in the game, that I would say.
Oh, okay. And Sudan, what about you? What do you think that Aura Esports have to look out to win this game for for this round?
Well, I think like how the game number one went for the both of the teams. All right, suppose they should, they shouldn't underestimate the team Evergreen Esports while they were trying to get that early lead. That's when they were punished again from the team Evergreen Esports. So yeah, I think they should be looking out on that. They shouldn't, rush on the farmings or the snowballing, because Evergreen Esports, they are also one of the strongest team who could possibly punish the team. All right, suppose they have already faced one defeat in the group stage. All right. I think I have mentioned that defeat multiple times, so maybe the fans of Aura Sports might get angry for that. But yeah, I'm supporting both of the teams equally, and I'm even supporting more the ecosystem. It should be equal. It should be competitive for all of the teams. That's what I'm rooting for the South Asia region.
Exactly. Yes, while we are at it again, I would like to remind everyone that we have the giveaways going on, 15K worth the skins and 5K diamonds. So you just have to share this video link in your timeline, mention five of your friends, and yes, don't forget to drop on your IDs, and by that way you could possibly win some diamonds. And yes, looking at the drafts again, we have Barrett from Evergreen, and meanwhile we have Paquito. I think Sudan, you really love Paquito, so I would like to start from you. How do you feel about the draft as for now?
All right, if we look here closely, I think Paquito, he have lots of barrier against him. Evergreen Esports, they have
Mhm.
already, taken the Barras and even the Hylos. So, and even the backline for now, which is revealed right now from Evergreen Esports, that's which is Zusin. She is kind of one of the pick who can be a little bit less vulnerable against Paquito if we compare to other mazes in the mid lane. But well, she can be taken down if they have the early lead early on from the team Aura Sports. So Walker, what are your takes on these picks coming up from Evergreen Sports and Aura Sports?
Oh, definitely, I would say that Orspeak is going very good at, I would say, because like the Mercel they have, I just love to see Mercel. Like I was in, I had a casting today in NA, so I saw a lot of big teams are playing Mercel. Even sometimes they don't even get a chance to play Mercel,
Mhm.
and playing Mercel is quite tricky. Like y- you just need to know what the hell are you doing with your ultimate. Sometimes it could do something unexpected, like you would never expect, like inside the ultimate. Like sometimes it do benefit, like instead of just doing your own favor, it goes fine for the opponent. So yeah, you just need to know what you are doing with the Mercil. And I would say Mercil is quite tanky. It seemed like he's just quite squishy, but actually not. You just can't even kill Mercil so easily. And also here, yeah, he could just picked up Lilia, so definitely he will have a swap here because he's not gonna play that. And securing Lilia, good part is no one even just coming closer to you because of the shadow energy. Like Lilia is a very good counter of the melee heroes. That is the big thing and the best part of having a Lilia. So from my side, I'm just being honest with the pick. Still, Ori Sports, their picking is just going out of the world. That I would say, just picking up
All
the Marcel, change everything.
All right, all right. So our final two picks remains from both of the sides. Sudan, what do you think like would be best for our Aura Esports? What heroes should they pick? Or let's say if you were there, so what hero would you have picked?
I think it's gonna be carry, in my opinion, is as we look at the tankiness from Evergreen Sports, the carry can be good. Oh, they are not prioritizing it. Rather, they are going for the glue. Okay, they are going for XP lane glow, which we haven't seen in a long time, by the way. Most of the time, whenever okay, if we talk about the group stages, I mean, yeah, there were lots of rookie teams, but whenever
Mhm.
someone played that X glue on the XP lane, they were losing the match. I saw that in the statistics of the order phase of this tournament, the Monsoon Siege. But okay, it might not be the same case here from the team Aura Spurs. By the way, he might be a really good uh, match against Barats.
Mhm.
Let's see. The carry haven't been prioritized here. Yeah, they don't need the carry here against the team Aura Sports, but Aura Sports, they kind of need carry on their lineup now that uh, they have the chance to pick it.
And Walker, how about you? What do you feel about the Evergreens side hero picks? How do you feel about the
Well,
draft?
just they're just being so classic picked like the regular the oh
Mm-hmm.
hold
Yeah,
on a second.
Granger.
We have a Granger like this is the first time I guess in the Monsoon Siege I'm seeing a Granger gameplay. So yeah, I'll definitely keep my eyes on Gonigon. And I know like he's a very good marksman in Nepal, so definitely he will do his best. So yeah, still right now, I think the draft of Aura Esports is still far better
Mm-hmm.
because few two picks, the three picks completely changed the scenario. First of all, the Lux Marcel and Mushrooms. Definitely, he'll play glue in the EXP lane, and also Yahiko is gonna jungle in this game with
Mm-hmm.
the Paquito. So yeah, I would say our side is perfect. Like in Evergreen, they need to go for the late game. Otherwise, they won't get even a chance against Aura Sports. And definitely, Aura will go for the hyper offensive, undoubtedly. No doubt with that.
Yeah, with that, we are heading towards the game number two in between the team Evergreen Sports versus RI Sports. RI Sports are already with one win. Game number one was won by Team RI Sports, so they only need one more win against the team Evergreen Sports to climb to that upper bracket finals. While Evergreen Sports, they still need two more wins. And everyone who are watching right now, you can participate in the giveaways worth 5,000 worth of gold, sorry, the diamonds, and even probably 15,000 worth of skins.
Absolutely. Okay, so Luck is here, trying to give an interruption in the Yuhan's jungling. Okay, so he's just playing dead here. Yahiko in the meantime will try to give a jab, but don't forget, like, the first skill of Leomord after the buff. Leomord's first skill is goddamn dangerous. Like, if you just get stuck in that, you were just losing 60% of your HP.
Yeah, obviously. Well, but still, Johan is getting denied with his own farm. Locke is there to harass him, trying to, stop him from farming from his own jungle. But here he goes. He'll be reaching the level 4 right now. But I think ganking onto Master Up might not be the very good idea here. So he is rotating towards the mid lane. Probably will try to gank onto Locke or even Warway early on, as they have the number advantage in the mid side of the map.
All right, so the casual cattle mouse game is going on in the goal lane. In the meantime, there's a clue. I mean, Patrick, never mind, just keep trying to chase Barats. All right, the first skills keep spamming here, and the mid lane. Hazy, okay, so there's a jab, and Chamston is the meantime. Leomore is with the Burble, and the Stampedes from Yuhan, but not enough momentum to give a couple of good stamp to the Aura Esports.
Yeah, the turtle is here. The turtle dance is already started. Johan, without his ultimate, he might not be able to contest for the turtle. Gas is getting ganked here. We can see Peeping already getting low on SP. Lock is everywhere. He is trying to zone out all of the players out of his vision. And once again, we can see Keroro is getting locked in. Gonna go and take the kill onto Keroro. There comes the golden hour on the two other players. Johan already low on SP will fall to the hand of Yahiko. Will fall, and that's double for Gonigon.
Yeah, that was like, what the hell is wrong with you, Burble? You just left the field without carrying me, man. That was so hilarious to see. Even I guess there was a contest where it could just record some clips, and I guess we'll have some competition based on that. So you guys can take the clip. That was so hilarious, you know. Oh dear, Burville. Never mind.
Yeah, anyways, they are already back to their usual fun. Bobby, he still have his, black shoes. Lock is once again there to harass the rotation for the team Evergreen Esports. Dash, in fact, is being able to farm without any, disturbance. Gone, he is constantly rotating here and there, probably trying to farm up those stacks for his passive, so that he could scale up early on.
Still, as a caster, I shouldn't say something like that, but I would say the match probability is definitely gonna go with the favor of Team Aura Esports. Okay, so Patrick on the back, and here we go, Burble, the glorious pathway. Burble, lander speed to Johan, but I guess not enough momentum to take them out. Aura Esports retreating very gently, not enough intent to take them down.
All right, they aren't, committing more. They are not overstaying in that fight. All of them are retreating for now. Dash is also joining that double laning, I guess, or maybe he is swapping the lane. Not sure about that because the turtle is on the top side of the map. Yeah, he could try with those zaps, but couldn't land any damage onto Dash for now. And Gonigon, he is trying to split push the bot lane here. They can't see glorious pathway. Johan Viti, Barville here with the Phantom Steed. Dash is still missing while Gonigon is trying to join the fight here. Once again, another Dracona's welcome comes in while will still fall. Fifing will fall. That's double for Gonigon. He's looking for more. We can see how he's looking low on SP. Gonigon is still trying his best for that triple, but won't be getting any.
Don't worry, kid. You were just dealing with one of the most best marksmen in the history of Nepal MLBB. That is your Ganigan, like playing Grandeur, like he is the son with the gun. And I would love to pick a question from the audience. Like, audience say they just don't even know how to control the mid. You know what? I'm just taking it. They are quite unable to control the mid. I mean, I'm just talking about the Evergreen Esports.
Yeah, it's probably because of the harassing kind of composition from the team Aura Esports. Like we can see the Leo mod, he is very vulnerable against those CC, right? And Locke is with lots of CC, and we can see Master up with that glue who can also kind of give lots of CC, and those melt. We already know that Lilia is quite strong during the early phase of the game. He is melting everyone who is getting stunned by Locke or either Master Up or even those knockout punch from Yahiko. It is also helping to give some time for Bobby to melt them out. Once again, we can see Johan will be taken down. That's the grab coming up from the Master Up, and he will be able to assist on that kill coming up from Gonigon. Carrier looks low on SP, but they are forcing the tier 1 from the mid lane. 3 players low on SP will not be able to contest this fight anymore. They have to fall back, and their jungle creep seems to be in danger.
Absolutely, like now they're just going for the top TR2 tower, and in the meantime they will definitely take the TR2 from the mid. They're just quite unable to control the team fight or even the sin of the fight. Alright, so here we go, fight once again, Phantom Steed, but not enough. Burble is coming to the arena just for nothing. There we go. Alright, so now they're just trying to get a momentum monster kill by Gonigon. 2 kills in a row, triple kill, way to get a maniac. Here we go. We would see a wiped out while the dash is in the field, and I guess it could be the end from the side. It's done.
Yeah, probably Dawn, who knows Bobby is taking some damage, will have to force out his Black Souls. There comes a Blazing Duel, but without him dealing some damage, he'll be getting deleted from the land of Dawn. Game number 2, secured by Team Aura Esports with 2-0 victory, and probably it was the game, maybe even lesser than 10 minutes, I guess, right?
Yeah, so I would say that, like, yeah, definitely it is less than 10 minutes. So there's the actual game time that I would say. I really appreciate their gameplay and I just love it.
Exactly. So I think they were like trying so hard to, end this match as early as possible because of
Yeah.
the Claude, right? I think so. And they were so aggressive from the very beginning, like the
No,
way uh like the Aura Esports, they were attacking our Evergreen. I think it was
mm,
just it. And here
but
we
you know what?
have Goni Gone again with the MVP. What do you have to
No,
say
you know
about
what?
this?
No, you know what? Just this is actual game, and I guess in the total Monsoon Siege, this
Mm-hmm.
is a perfect game that I witnessed in the entire tournament. Like
Ooh.
from the Aura Esports, like the game should be like this. You know, I told you guys they will definitely go for the hyper offensive, and that is the basic common strategy for this type of competitive matches. Just salute and hats off to the Aura Esports. I just love this game. I love it.
Sudan, what do you have to say about that? That is a very, you know, huge statement coming out from Walker. What do you have to say about this round?
Yeah, in fact, he is correct. By the way, that's a perfect gameplay. If you are the top team from a region, you should be
Mm-hmm.
that dominating. In fact, I mean, we weren't expecting that Ranger in any sense. There was a lot of tanky heroes, but well, they showed us that they can dominate the early, and those tankiness that won't matter to them anymore. Gonigon with 901 KDA, with Granger bursting down those, tankiest heroes in the game.
Absolutely.
So, like looking at the game stats, how do you feel about the Evergreen side and the Aura side?
Definitely, like they're just completely bashed very badly. Even even if you just want me to say something positive, I don't see like anything that we should talk about Team Evergreen, because the first game we were capable to say something about them, at least some hopes, and like the early 4 minute was good against the Aura Esports. I mean, I'm talking about the first game, but
Mm-hmm.
in this game there is completely nothing. There's completely null, null, zero. Like there's nothing to talk about. Like they just came to game number two, bashed very badly, and totally got dominated by the one of the best team in Nepal, and that's it. Boom. The sandbag, obviously the Hylos, rage guy, you know,
Mm-hmm.
deaf, but he got a tone inside his heart. That is our Granger. And also the carry. I told you guys, like, whenever you just have Lilia, whatever you just do, you could deal a hell amount of damage in the game. So yeah, definitely. Like, there's nothing to say, especially.
Mm-hmm.
What you gonna say? Like, there's nothing. Totally one-sided domination.
Okay. All right. But yes, you can see at the we can see at the match highlights. I think it was during the very last moment when our Dash was the only one to, kind of defend it, but it was like really not there. It was just pointless to come back to the base. And yes, again, here is a statement from our Masarap from our Aura Esports. So I would like to read it out again to you all. To all MLBB fans, this tournament is more than just a competition. It's a celebration of passion, dedication, and love we all share for Mobile Legends. Support your favorite teams, cheer for every play, and be part of an unforgettable moment as our players battle their way to the top. Let's make this tournament bigger, louder, and more exciting than ever before. And yes, exactly this is what our Aura Sports did during this round. The game this is all about is to have this kind of unforgettable moments. And with that, in the match number 4, we are going to see Aura Sports versus that we will know shortly, because the next match is going to be between September 9 versus Kingsmen. So Kingsmen, they're from Bangladesh, and September 9 from Nepal. So it'll be Nepal versus Bangladesh. So I think our viewers will be more excited to, witness how both of the teams are going to perform. And yes, especially I think our Walker, he has a lot of, expectations from his Bangladeshi teams. So yes, I think this match is going to be amazing, right? And
Obviously. So yeah, like the next game will be the big one. So don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with our next game. Till then, stay. We're coming back.
Killing spree! Hold on, Uranus! Pasha! We need you!
Divine judgment! Witness the power of pure lightning! All that lies below is under my vigil.
Still trying to reach your allies on foot? Still stuck navigating terrain when the fight's already over? From flightless bird to ruling the skies, the revamped Kaja can be summed up in 2 words: soar and lasso. Soar anywhere, lasso anyone. First up, Kaja's passive skill. We kept its paralysis effect and upgraded it. Hitting with Kaja's skills will slow enemies and reduce their damage, making it easier to pressure enemy carries. Moving on to his first skill, Kaja releases a ring of primal lightning, damaging enemies and healing himself. Scout bushes, recover HP, interrupt recalls. Kaja can now fly into the enemy jungle like a true fearless roamer. From a short dash to full flight, Kaja's second skill is a highlight of this revamp. Kaja dashes to the target area before entering the soaring state. While soaring, Kaja can fly over terrain and his basic attacks become AoE. In this state, his second skill's cooldown is shortened, and hitting an enemy hero with it reactivates his soaring state. So don't panic when a melee enemy is on you. Use the terrain to your advantage to block off pursuers. Kaja's ultimate received the biggest change, from solo gank to a setter's dream. Kaja's whip now lassos an entire area, trapping enemies inside. He can then drag them along while the lasso tightens. Since the ultimate has a cast delay, timing is key. Aim for the enemy carry in the backline. For Kaja's skill priority, if the team needs fast wave clear, pick up his first skill first. To invade the enemy jungle and apply early pressure, go with the second skill first. Prioritize upgrading the first skill afterward in either case. For combos, try out these two. In the laning phase, use Kaja's first skill to poke and recover HP. If the enemy engages, use his second skill to take off. Then kite with his aerial basic attacks. Kite when attacked. Attack when they're out of steam. For initiating teamfights, use Kaja's second skill to soar. Use the terrain to reposition. Follow up with his first skill to slow and reduce their damage. Then immediately cast his ultimate and let the team clean up. Now, let's talk matchups. Kaja does well against carries with no mobility skills, such as Layla, Ixia, and Vexana. Once he flies in and lassos them, there's no hope of escape. He also pairs well with allies with AoE, like Odette, Barza, and Ixia. Kaja can hold enemies in place while they pile on the damage. The perfect set! Now, if you're up against Kaja, remember that while his ultimate can't be purified, heroes with mobility like Kagura, Gisonshin, and Suyo can still dodge it with a dash. To play Kaja at his best, go for a sustain and poke playstyle. For Kaja's build, Rapid Boots helps him get around the map faster, and Thunderbelt is great because he can quickly get stacks from his AoE basic attacks while soaring, making him more tanky while boosting his damage. Oracle boosts the healing from his first skill, improving his sustain so he can stay in the fight. We recommend the support emblem for Kaja for more survivability and movement speed. Choose Flicker as his battle spell and combo it with his second skill to drag enemy carries from further away for allies to blow up. For players who enjoy fast, aggressive roamers like Khalid, Hilda, or Marcel, Kaja offers that same fast roaming and in-and-out teamfight playstyle. Give Kaja a try and rule the sky. Soar anywhere, lasso anyone. The revamped Kaja arrives on August 5th. Get his Commandment skin for only 51 diamonds. And get Kaja at 30% off during launch week.
divine judgment! Witness the power of pure lightning!
Welcome back, everyone. I hope everyone is very much ready for witnessing this match between our September 9 from Nepal and Kingsmen from Bangladesh. Let's see how the both of the teams are going to perform in this round. And here we have a lovely statement from our Kingsman, Jackie. We came without a crown, we live with one. I mean, yes, sure. Let's see if they can, get the crown they are expecting from this match with September 9. How do you feel about that, Mr. Walker?
Well, I'm feeling great. First of all, I would say it would be the last gas for the Bangladesh, and every single every single member, every single player, those who are watching from Bangladesh, they are so excited because this is the last battle, last gas from Bangladesh. Yes, I do love this line. We came without a crown, we live with one. You know, it's simple. It carries a tons of message, clear message, and yes, I would believe on them. I just believe they will definitely do that. They will keep their own words, and I want to see some Bangladeshi flag, inside the comment box. Just don't come for the giveaways only. If you just
But
truly love your country, then spam the flag, comment right down below that you are supporting Team Bangladesh. I mean the Kingsmen. Prove
let's
yourself that you're a
go.
king.
Let's go for the Kingsman. And we have here one statement from Darlamiji from our September 9. No ego, no fear, just domination. I mean, sure, again, let's see how our September 9 are going to show the domination in this battlefield against Team Kingsman. And students, are how do you feel about this particular statement? I would ask.
Well, both of the teams seems to be having a very bold statements, and I think that will only be proven right while after we go into the battlefield, into the land of dawn, because both of the teams, they seem very confident about themselves. Well, in between these two teams, one of the teams will be going in the upper bracket finals against the team Aura Sports, while one of them will be dropped down to the lower bracket. We who will be facing against the team Evergreen Esports. So let's see if the one who will be having the crown, they will be going against the team Aura Sports, or the one who will be dominating will be going towards the Aura Sports. It all depends upon how they draft, how they play that draft in the land of dawn.
Exactly. I mean, I am very much excited for this match, and I think our viewers are equally very much excited. And don't forget to get excited for one more thing, that is a giveaway, because it is worth 15K diamonds worthy of skins and 5K diamonds. I mean, who does not love diamonds? So yes, for that you can check the pinned comments in the our YouTube stream right now that is happening. And yes, don't forget to support your teams, guys. And here we are at our drafting phase. So Walker, I would like to start from you. What kind of match are you expecting or hoping to see from our team Kingsmen?
Definitely, I'd love to see, a competitive match because nobody love to see a one-sided game, and I just want them to win perfectly. Just yeah, my inner version of me do want to see Kingsman dominate. The September 9. But
Mhm.
as a caster, I do expect a perfect game, like a competitive game, not something like one-sided. So yes, I do prefer a perfect game from both of this team. But still, like drafts will speak. Drafts will speak. Good drafting, like lead you to the upper hand. So that is what you need to believe. Like, just go for the perfect draft and play the game, perfectly. Play the game as you plan for. And yeah, I guess Kingsmen, they have studied the total September 9 very well, and whatever their plan is, whatever their plan is, I think they will execute their plan perfectly. But if I say like something that is which is very common strategy for this type of competitive matches, then that is hyper offensive gameplay. Like, you must have to finish the game as early as possible. Like, just lower teams, even like casual gamers, they just wait for the late game. Like, we have a carry, we have a Claude, we have a Mia, we have a Hanabi in our team, so we have to wait for the late game. We have Sicilian, so that we could bash more and more heroes in the late game. No, that is not the actual strategy of the competitive platform. So just go for the hyper offensive, beat them down, and let's see what happened here in the Lands of Dawn.
All right. So, Susan, how do you feel about this draft right now? What kind of games are we expecting from our September 9?
Oh, well, yeah, as Walker said, I'll also be expecting the, competitive match in between those two teams. I hope we'll be seeing at least one best of three matchup in the open category because we haven't seen any best of three tie-breaking match, but we have already seen one in the female category. Right now, right
Yes.
here, I guess these two teams are the ones who can make it to the best of three series here. Well, we can see the Paquito getting picked up as the first ever pick for the Team Kingsmen with Belleric
Mhm.
and Lydia on their side. While Belleric will be facing against that militia, will they be able to, uh, kind of execute militia? Because I don't think there are really good picks against militia right now from the Team Kingsmen. Even those zabs or knockout punts will be, reflected back with that go away. So what are
Mhm.
your thoughts on that, Walker? What will they be picking in the XP lane in the counter of Melissa?
Yeah, first of all, I do want to agree with you. Like, against Melissa, it wasn't a good pick at all. Like, having a Paquito, it's not that easy that you can easily jab with the champ stances. Like, it's not so easy. Even it's quite impossible to just go closer to Melissa. Even
Mhm.
at this situation, I don't like the pick at all. But they just they could have wait for that, or maybe they could just ban the Paquito. Even neither of them can just go for the Paquito. So yeah, still, but yeah, the Soros picked up a Lilia. This is a very good pick that just compared to against Baras or even Ghost Toya. Like, you guys saw what Lilia did in the first game. So yeah, I just love the Lilia pick on. Yeah, and there's a one more thing. Like, Melissa's pure counter is Belric, like combined with the Vengeance, even like the Blade Armor on the passive of Belric could be a massive threat for Melissa. But the problem is Paquito could be in a little bit trouble against a Melissa. But Ghost of Tsushima is fine. But let's see which
Okay.
I do love to see maybe Yuzhong. Yuzhong
Mhm.
could be a very good counter here. Or maybe, like I would like to go for the Yuzhong, definitely.
Okay. And what do you guys think could be the possibility of, Belleric being in the EXP and not the roamer, and Paquito being
Oh,
the jungler?
well, they can be flexed by the way, but it's still looking at the ban by themselves. They have already
Mhm.
banned that Matilda, which could
Yeah.
possibly be picked by September 9. That's why the team Kingsmen they had to force it out. But it's still they can go for that Rafala in the mid lane and flex it. But Rafala might not be a really good pick here against something like Nolan and even the Barats. Barats can directly isolate the Rafala and they can isolate and burst her down. Well, further roaming okay, both of them are flexible, quite flexible, so they can still flex those peaks if
Mhm.
the map is the tide one, the expanding rivers.
Okay.
I think they can go for that XP Balearic. Or if it's not the case, then okay, they have to flex that glue on the experience, because I think in comparison of them, Glue have a little bit more mobility, who can rotate more often from the experience.
All right, I would jump back to Walker. I see you. You're like very much, sighing regarding the draft as soon as the glue is picked. What is, how are you feeling right now, looking at the draft of both sides? What do you think has the more chances of winning this round? Just looking at the draft right now.
Still, I'm just a little bit concerned about the Paquito pick against, Melizo, or it's totally tough to say, and I just can't say anything right now because, like, I have to see the game, and I'm just a little bit nervous about them. I'm not quite sure about them, and even the pick is not that much good enough, like, not even bad. All right, so the draft is done. The stage is quite set. And let's see which team has the very last laugh.
Yes, let's see whose team will have the last laugh. This is the match number 2 of the playoffs, round 1. In between the Kingsmen versus September 9. This is the best of 3 matchup, and the team with 2 wins will be moving towards the upper bracket finals. We have lots of giveaways worth 5,000 worth of diamonds and 15,000 worth of diamonds is skin. In the comment section, you can comment down your UID and server ID. You can mention some friends if you are watching from Facebook, and even share the stream and like the stream to get eligible for the giveaways. And yes, I was concerned about that Carmilla pick, which was the last pick of the September 9, by the way, because she is kind of a look. She is kind of a bit weaker in terms of the mid control. If we compare the picks of the Team Kingsmen, they have the Blue, they have the Lilia, which are really good during the other phase, and they, on top of that, they have that Paquito on their hand.
Well, just whatever it is, just make your country proud and just make us proud. Win the game. I'll take the line from the Curls Council. I used to call them the Royal One. If you guys manage to win this game, then I will call you guys the Royal One from BD. Yeah, I'll call you guys the Royal One. Just keep my word, win the game, and make the whole nation proud. So the cat and mouse game is going on. It's all about Melissa versus Kozen. Nothing nice is going on. Never mind. So here we go in the top lane. Jackie versus Barats. They just forcefully make Barats to take a recall, and Simba just try to get some vision for Simi. Meanwhile, Jackie is doing the same thing. Alright, so are we gonna see a fracture in the top lane?
Yeah, fracture, but he won't be able to burst the player down over there. I mean, then once again the fight erupts. So he's already rotating towards the middle. As Simba facing lots of damage, he won't be able to sustain this turtle fight anymore. He will have to fall back, but he's still trying to zone out some players, trying to keep some vision for Gosutoya. He is ready with his retribution with that triple as welcome coming up with Flicker. That's the Rocket Drive coming up from Zaki, and that's the Gosutoya who secures the turtle. Zaki gets the kill onto the Simba, and we can see Zaki will be traded back. Another knock up on the Zohan plays. He is going in with 3 players getting stunned, but it's still the Zohan plays will be bursted down by 3 players, damaging onto him.
That was not a trade. That was a pretty bad start from the Kingsman side, and the fight has been taken down from the September 9. Alright, so now they're just taking the lead, like at this early, it's not that easy to talk about the lead. But in the top lane, the fight is going on. There's another cat and mouse situation in the top lane. Belric versus Barats. Alright, there will be a fight to get the Little Wonder once again, giving a hell of a chase. Blade of Heptus in the meantime, picked up by Gosutaya. H1 plays, trying to get some vision for his team. Damn, that was a tough fight, and the goal ranking is by the Gosutaya, 2.4k goal. He was the hyper from the side of September 9, and the second place is taken by the Jushin. Both of the hero is from the September 9, so I'm just having a little bit bad feeling about that.
Alright, Lilim once again knocks up Zohan plays. We can see three of the players Zohan might get targeted onto is, well, four of the players, sorry, three of the players are there. Zaze will be
Oh,
forced to
no.
use his Black Sword.
Here we go.
The Sorcerer won't be connected by the
Sean plays.
falls to the hand of Zohan plays. Lilim is gripped down into the enemy's territory where Souls will get taken down. Zaki will be pulled back, but there's no much damage follow up. And once again, another knockup onto Kozen. That's unfortunate. That's unfortunate for Kozen, as that Spirit of Destruction did connect in that fight, or else we could have seen the different result here in this particular battle.
All right, so I'm gonna say like the last fight wasn't good enough. Like even the fight was taken by the side of September 9, and once again the turtle has been spawned in the land of dawn. Fraxa to secure the turtle, and here Jackie. It will be bad if he just tried or intend to take a fight, and the turtle has been taken down. And once again, the stashes are coming from Juxian. So, if we just have a look at the goal difference right now, there's a 2k goal difference, and if there will be, the Spirit of Destiny once again. Here we go. Not enough intent for Kingsmen to take the fight to their favor, and they just retreated. Yeah, that was a good one. Like, you just retreat in the right time. You shouldn't take the fight in that situation. I really appreciate that moment.
Yeah, that was the discipline, really good discipline coming up from Kingsmen, or else they could have lost more threats against the team September 9 over there. Anyways, we can once again smell some fights over there on the mid lane. Jasimba once again tries to zone out some players. There's Murder. The Lamizi is trying to clear out the minion wave in the mid lane, and maybe they are trying to force out the top, mid lane tier 1. But still, it is very early to force it out. The turtle is about to spawn, but top lane is getting split pushed by Kozen. Okay, they have to be careful about that because, yeah, we all know Moscow can be very, very annoying with those split push.
Definitely, and if we have a look at the damage dealt to number, the highest damage is dealt by the Lilia, and every single time, whenever there's a Lilia, she will definitely take the lead. And in the top lane, Fracture to play the lanes, and in the meantime, there's a Lilim with the glowing wand. Alright, so Swan plays, trying to get some vision for his team, checking the motion in top lane. In the meantime, Kosutoya secured the kill of Moscow. That was a wise decision to isolate and pressurize the gold lane in the meantime.
Welcome once and comes in onto Souls. He's getting bursted down.
No way.
Kosutoya takes the kill onto Souls, and they have the access to the purple buff.
That was a bad one.
Again, Zohan plays looking low. SP will fall to the hand of Lilim. They have the purple buff. They have the access to the mid lane tier 1 as well. I guess they will be forcing out another fight. Well, they don't have much skills left right now to initiate another battle, but well, they have. Another fracture! Collins into 1 HP, so Destruction used up defensively. He's getting targeted by Ghostoya. He takes another kill.
Well, I was having a little bit bad feeling about the pick whenever he just picked up, Akito, and once again, they'll find no time for discussion. Look at that stash is going on. Simba. Just top of the back of the Carmela in the bot lane. There's a cat and mouse situation going on. Jackie versus Melisa. So the thing I was talking about, like forget about the itemization. Like whenever I just saw Paquito against this lineup, I just felt that this Paquito might be. And that is the thing. What happened? Like still having a very bad KDA in the land of Dawn against one of the best team in Nepal. September 9. He's just suffering a lot. 0-3-2 KDA in the meantime. Turtle. Once again, spawn Fracture and a perfect retribution without any competition. Did a stick with the turtle. I'm not loving it. I'm not loving it.
They are once again trying to pick up Zohan, and he is taking huge surge of damage just with Lilim all alone. Alright, Source. Okay, he is with an ambush. Lilim, he might be in trouble, but Source, he won't be committing too much over there. He just went in with a zap to deal a damage, and another zap to retreat from that situation. Alright, he was trying to save the situation over there. What is happening right now? Lilim was, roaming all alone, and I think that's a little bit, questionable. That's why he was trying to check whether he is being followed up by his teammates or not.
All right, so whatever. I guess. Okay. So Kozen will try to pin down in the wall, and the top lane they will try to give a push to the T out to tower the top lane. Not only they're just securing the kill, but also if we just talk about the neutral objective, they are just so concerned with that and so conscious to securing up the basic neutral objective of Mobile Legend Bang Bang. Have a look on the itemization. Starting things up with the codes and basic trinity is going on, and on the other side, Melissa also with the same trinity giving a hell of a chance to go to tie up, but enough mobility to escape from the situation. Fracture in the meantime, jabs are coming on, Soul Rush, not enough damage. Here we go, the fight has been taken on, Rebel has been popped up by Simba. The fight has been taken once again, not in the favor of the Kingsmen. The fight is going on still, might be in trouble. Lilia Gaze just tried to escape from the situation. Fracture once again, giving a hell of a chase to Gosutaya, and Zaki is just slain down, unstoppable by Lily. They're just giving a no hell of a chance. They are just not giving hell of a chance to the Bangladeshi team, and that is our Kingsmen.
Alright, Kozen all alone against the Simba. Romer versus Golden, but he isn't being able to, spread the damage against him. If we, remember the itemization, he was still yet one item behind that Trinity build. Zohan Prince is getting melted. Omega Flow
It's just one-sided,
to him, and well, they have the full control over the map, and I don't think this is, comebackable anymore.
And it will end up very badly because the situation is going one-sided for them, and this is a very bad situation, and this is the thing that I'm always afraid about. Whatever you just do, lose with respect, don't let the game get one-sided, and once again there's a fight, and here we go, Daytona's welcome, Omega Flow, once again cornered very badly, Jackie once again victimized by the hands of September 9.
Yeah, once again another trade won by the team September 9. They have the Lord, and Jackie is yet to respawn. Well, the respawn timing isn't that much, but well, before he respawns, the team September 9, they will be able to synchronize all of the lanes properly. That's how they will be marching under the base of team Kingsmen. The defense have already been torn down before the Lord marches on the base of team Kingsmen.
They will merge from the top lane, and it's all Lord is about to approach, and yes, Lord is so on to the top lanes, and they will definitely take the inhibitor. Once again, there's a Wrath of Dryad, but not enough, and once again Ghost Tire has been taken down. It was a nice moving up, godlike in the meantime. Lilia and Lily, okay, Lilia is taken down, never mind. Oh, they just lost the one hand of the Nexus, and things are just going pretty bad from the side of Team Kingsman. 3 kills in a row, goal difference is huge with a very low HP Gaze. Lilia just barely survived in the team fight, and once again Lilium just not let them come close, and this is a bad thing, and alright. They will definitely
they're trying to force out the mid lane inhibitor over there, but we can see Simba is getting melted down. Omega Flow seems low on HP. He will have to use that Daytona's welcome defensively. The Spirit Destruction won't be connected. The Wrath of Dryad won't be connected as well. So will take the Q onto Omega Flow. Prepares with low HP, will have to fall back, but the Lamizi, he seems to be getting interested in the battle. Some Morris was connected, he was forced to use his go away, now they have to retreat. Well, if they had, engaged them a little bit, maybe the minion would have been the MVP of the game.
Never mind. Alright, so there's a 12 minutes 40 seconds going on in the Land of Dawn, and we have a giveaway. So just all you have to do, okay, so never mind. So once again, there's a fracture. Solver's just sold the courage to slaying down Gosutaya, but enough mobility to escape down from the situation. Yeah, we have a giveaway. All you just have to do, comment right down below your IDs and share the stream publicly. Mention your 5 friends, spam your IDs, and if you're lucky enough, you'll get some diamonds freely. But yeah, you just have to be lucky. Never mind. So yeah, just go on, Sudin.
Yeah, I think there isn't much to say in this battle. Is Team September 9, they are already on a huge lead. By the way, nearly 9,000 worth of gold lead, but goes to the he might be caught up there. That was nice try, by the way, from Team Kingsman, but that was the perfect timing for Ghost Toya. He barely managed to escape from that gang onto him. And now the Team September 9 are with the Lord. This Lord might be very. Oh, the Deadman's Welcome will be missing out from the Omega flow.
Once again, I guess there is not enough intent from the side of Team Kingsman to take the fight. And if we have a look on the itemization, then nothing fancy is going on. Like totally, like out of the gold or even the itemization. If I just talk about the itemization, total Kingsman team is just out of item. If we just compare to September 9, they are just taking the upper hand. And like the whole scenario, if we just talk about the snowball or even the goal difference, every single thing is in the favor of the September 9. So I don't know like how they're going to give a comeback from the situation. They will definitely need a 4 or 5 maximum team fight win to give a trump card to the September 9. Otherwise, it won't be possible. Maybe this could be the last round for Kingsmen. Once again, they're giving a hell of a chance. Carmela into the right position. Simba just trying to soak up some damage from the front lane. And here we go. And Moscow calls in, trying hard to slay the Lord. And he has definitely hit it very nicely. And in the mid lane, Minion is coming on, Minion is on the way, and the Super Minion is coming from the top and the bar, and they are taking them, and obviously there's a Wrath of Dryad. Once again, Revitalize has it popped up, Moscow immobilized, in the same time trying to back off. Patrick, Schwan plays, once again there's a fight. Lilim seeks the kill of the Zaki, outnumber, if they lock the base, it will be all done for them, Team Kingsman.
Alright, but the Minion is about to get taken down, so the Team September 9 won't be able to force it out. Versatile with another fracture, but James will be surviving with that black towards our weekend. Simba, he will be taken down. The Zohan Please is getting traded back. Lilim takes the kill. Another wave of Minion comes in. There's a force of the game here. The Kozen will be falling down. Only Souls and Zizar remain to
outnumber
defend
situation
against the Team September 9, but the Minion waves are way too less to in this game right now. Team September 9, they have to fall back, or maybe another wave of Minion. They will once again try to end this game. So looking low on SP. Zays and Zaki, they are also getting huge source of damage. Another wave of Minion approaches the base. They are locking into the base, and the fracture comes, and the Baxus, and they have to fall back. It's all the from the team. Kingsmen are already hit. They are chasing down the previous, and Tiz once again with that says he nearly got taken down from the counter of Fadlami Z.
Like, if we have a look on the gold ranking right now, it's just Dalami. I guess that Dalami taking the lead position with the 30.4k gold from his side as a marksman. And like in the very last moment, Kingsman forced them to retreat, and definitely they will go for the Lord. And this could be the very last run for Team Kingsman if they don't slay the Lord. Alright, so I see the kill of Strong plays. Enough feed. Promise says six times dead, and Gaze is down. Also, the Melissa doing his job very perfectly, giving a hell of a chase to Zaki. Zaki once again will be victimized by the fracture. Once again, is Jackie slain down. Once more fracture. But in the meantime, alright, so Immortal already has it popped up. One single member from the side of... Okay, so there's 2 members left, and I guess this is the end. This could be the end for Team Kingsman. I'm not gonna say they tried hard, but the whole game was completely one-sided.
Oh,
Still there's hope.
he might be able to crack the situation. We can see he is forcing the fight against two of the last hit under the base. And that's it. September 9, they will finally be able to destroy it down and take the game number 1 against the Team Kingsman.
All right, that was one hell of a match between two teams, right? Eventually, our September 9th took this game, and maybe, hopefully, in the next round, our Kingsmen can, just return the kind of domination that our September 9 was showing, So, Walker, what do you have to say about this round's match? What went wrong from our Kingsman side?
Everything went wrong. Everything went wrong from the very first beginning. Like, the moment Sudin explained the thing very nicely. The moment he said, like, it won't be easy for it won't be that much easy for a Paquito player to utilize their moment as a Paquito. So that is the thing happened. A totally burst. Lots of comments is coming. Like it was a complete burst. They just completely burst out in the game. And from the very first beginning, like the first game, the two Nepali team, I told you guys there is nothing specific that I need to say. We need to say. One-sided means that is one-sided. There is no such other things that we could say. There is no such other thing that we could say. Literally, there is nothing to say. The draft was not good enough. Maybe the draft was decent. You had Lilia, one of the most crucial mage, one of the most meta mage in the current meta, but that doesn't make any sense. That doesn't make any sense. Like from the very first beginning and the very late game, it was like quite one-sided. Nothing to say. One-sided,
Yes.
one-sided.
All right. It happens. Sometimes it happens. You know, teams don't perform the way they usually do, but they still have the chances. And we can see at the game stats. Sudan, what do you have to say about this match?
Yeah, in fact, Walker already, cleared the all of the things about this game. It was total domination from the team September 9. The team, I wasn't expecting that kind of domination with that combination of, the Carmilla and Zushin in the mid lane, and even the, Nolan. He is quite vulnerable against the invading type of composition with which Kingsman had. That glue, that Paquito and Lilia, they all are equally strong during the very early stage of the game. But I'm not sure how they messed up that thing, that only advantage the team Kingsmen had in their hand. They could have won their early game, and if anything went wrong, they had that Moscow who could, split pools and, take the game to the later stage of the game where they could have some hope into the game. But yeah, once they even played kind of in disciplined manner where they ignore the battle that was on their face. But yeah, most of the time they were forcing out the battle, or maybe it could be the team Septimana that forced out the battle because they had that Carmilla on their side.
Definitely, definitely. But yes, we have our sandbag, Jackie Belleric from our Kingsman side with damage taken. How much is that? 1,99,000. And Durlami with goal per minute of 825 with damage per second 112. I think the damage that she dealt was definitely to the fullest in this round, I think. And also we have Carmela Zisimba with 15 assists. Okay, all right. Do you think, Sudan, that our September 9 would have ended this match even quicker? This match was about around like 17, 18 minutes. So, do you think that they could have, ended it early?
By the way, really great question. In fact, if we look at the lineup of the team, Kingsmen, they had that, Belleric and even Lilia, who are really good with the lane clearance. They can, counter engage if someone plays aggressively. So I think, yeah, because of those picks they held really great, and even Moscow with that piercing damage, he is also really good on the pushing side, in on the, minion clearing side. So yeah, that's the reason that I think Kingsman held on really great, and Team Supplement, they did really well, in fact, in terms of pushing. Before the first Lord reaches the base of the Team Kingsmen, they already had taken care of all of the holy defenses of the inhibitors of Team Kingsmen. But still, the Kingsmen, they were really good in terms of those lane clearance.
All right, yes, and we can see the match highlights on our screen right now. Waka, what was your favorite highlight of this match, if may I ask?
There is no favorite highlight. Like every single fight is taken down by the September 9. So every single fight they have took, they have just lost the fight. They just got bashed. They got burst out. They just went out from the fight. Like the if you just want to know, still if you want to know which fight was I felt good. Look
Mhm.
stunning. Then I would say definitely like in the one fight, maybe in the middle of the game. the total Kingsmen, they just run away. They realize we're gonna lose the fight, and they just ran away. So that is the one single moment I feel that is something we should call fair because like total team, the total September 9, they took a fight. They just took a damn fight against the Kingsmen.
Hmm.
Whatever Kingsmen did, whatever just they did, they just realized they backtracked. Like they're gonna bash very badly. They just left. They just left. They just failed the threat. They didn't initiate. They just left. So that is the best part that I could say. There is nothing specious and special to explain. Never mind.
All right, all right. So coming back to the giveaways that you guys must be, thinking about. Yes, the giveaways are still on, and you can check the pinned comment in. Yes, regarding that, I would be saying that you don't want to miss this chance, and not just the diamonds through the through just sharing this, but we also have the other one where we will be making videos, and like you will be, actually not we, but yes, we will have matches and the match highlights. And if one of your highlights, or let's say the moments that you captured, is like the stands out the most, that can also give you hell a lot of diamonds. So yes, there are a lot of ways. Keep checking on the social medias of MLBB Nepal and Bangladesh, and yes, don't miss out on it.
Absolutely.
So Sudan, I would like to ask you regarding our September 9's, the last match. What went really right for them, and what they can, take to this match as well?
I think that was. I mean, I was questioning the Carmilla too much, but the key to the victory was even the Carmilla too, because of the a constant battle participation of Kingsmen. That Carmilla was being really good for them. They can see was able to zone out the damage dealer even when the Wrath of the Dread was coming in from. Jackie,
Mm-hmm.
there was the disengagement because with the curse of blood connected onto the backline, I don't
Yeah.
think they wanted to stay there to take those stuns, take those damages, and that's when the damage dealers of the Team Kingsmen they had to retreat back. Well, let's see what happens in the game. Number two, as the draft have already begun.
Yes.
We can see Guinevere, Selena, once again, the some of the respect bans here on the side of Team Kingspan, and there we can see Atlas being banned, and once again they'll be forcing out the Paquito as their first pick. What are your takes on that, Walker?
Well, definitely once again, Sean plays picked up a Paquito, which is a very good, I'd say, a meta pick, one of the most coolest pick in the recent meta. But just don't be so happy. Counter is coming for you. So here we go. Here we go. Once again in the land of Dawn. Once again in the land of Dawn. Here we go. Mrs. Counter, that is our Melissa. Just go away. Go away, go away, just go away. Yeah, there is a go away. There is a go away in the land of Dawn. So, yeah, things are going very well. Like, still, the drafting is far much better.
Mm-hmm.
Never mind.
But Walker, who do you think that our our Kingsmen should look out for this match?
Sorry, ask me the question once again. I was distracted.
No issues. So I was asking, who should Kingsmen be looking out for? In the lineups of our September 9.
I don't know. I just don't know. Let's see.
All
I'm gonna
right,
see. I'm gonna see. I'm a spectator right now.
all
As
right.
a caster, I'm also a spectator. I'm not gonna say anything. Like I'm not gonna predict. I just want them to win. Best of luck for both of this team. Yeah, I'll do later. I'll just go for the analysis and everything after the game.
For
Just go
sure.
on, never mind.
For sure, for sure. But yes, talking about the draft that we are already seeing right now, Sudan, do you think that our September 9 can, show the kind of domination that they were showing in the very first round with this draft that they have, that they have
Well,
logged in?
they picked up the militia, which already avoided the gang coming up from the Paquito, and once again they are with Novaria. I don't think now the team Kingsmen will have an answer to that Novaria, unless they pick something. But it's still with the first pick being from the side of Team September 9 in the second phase of the draft. I think the Matilda will go in the hand of September 9 if it remains open. Yeah, they should be focusing onto that Matilda because she goes really well with that Barats, in fact. And okay, they can travel all alone. Nobody can poke from the distance. All right,
Mhm.
now they are also kind of respect banning the glue here. Uh, but okay, I think Kingsman, they should be banning Matilda if they don't want to lose anymore.
Like, I'm gonna say one thing. Like, I would like to add one thing with Paquito. You can even touch this three specific hero. Like, like Novaria, still she's capable to escape down the steps. Even like whenever she's with the astral call phase, then she
Mhm.
could easily move anywhere she want. Even she could just travel to the walls or even go out of the map. So yeah, just catching up uh Novaria while she is having her astral recall, it's
Mhm.
quite impossible. Even the same thing goes for Melissa. Melissa the counter of Mr. Jab. I mean, the go away is all enough. Like, they're competitive players and they know very well that when he needs to cast his go away, whenever he's just close, he's just so ready with his ultimate. So yeah, this hero completely uncounterable until they are in the very bad position. If he's just out of astral recall or even just a go away, then then you will get only one chance to give them a one shot. So yeah, and also the same thing goes for a barrage. That damn dinosaur in the land of dawn is quite tanky with that stacks. Not even you can have a chance to just put a little amount of damage to the barrage. Even the full stack of barrage is not only so quite tanky, but also he can deal a high amount of burst damage. Even here we go. There is a Balric. There is a Balearic. They should have go for a Balearic ban because they already have the Melissa. They already have the Melissa in the team. So Melissa easily could burst out anyone with a high fire rate with the Trinity. You were just keeping Balearic open for them. That is not something that you should do in this type of competitive matches. And I would say it will be a hell of a mistake for Team Kingsmen from Bangladesh.
But again, since we like, it's fine that they have picked, but oh, I was going to ask like,
Oh.
what heroes should our Kingsman should have picked to really
Mm.
give hard time to our
Yeah, obviously.
September
Then,
9. But
yeah, September 9th. There's a simple question, like host, like manager. Let me tell you, like you should have go for that damn Belric in the team, like. Belric is the only counter for those high fire rate heroes. Like there's a Claude. Whenever there's a Claude, there's a Moskov, there's a Melissa, there is a Mia. Whatever you just go for. There is one single solution. Go for the vengeance. Go for the like the blade armor, and
mhm.
the passive is all enough to take you down. So yeah, even never mind. Like
All right, but
Claude, there's a
the
Claude.
match is still on, right? We can still have a little bit of
So then,
hope for the Kingsmen.
so then you should say
So
something about the Claude. Like, what is
yes,
Claude? Like, we
Susan,
all know
please.
Claude's favorite counter is Belric.
Yes, Susan, what do you have to say about the draft?
I
Uh,
think the cloud was picked up just to counter that Novaria because there's no one who can catch up that Novaria. But I guess in the team fight, he will be kind of useless here because he cannot go onto Militia, neither the Barras nor the Belleric. Yeah, Walker knows about that tree, that Groot. He can be menace against any kind of, the Infinity Speed kind of Swift Infinity. Oh, there we can see a really good aggression coming up from the team Kingsman. Early on, Lilim was forced to retreat, recall, and okay, even in the experience, Zaki is having a really good time against Omega Flow.
Yeah, they're just for a very little time, and like there will be a cat and mouse fight, especially in the XP lane. Jackie versus Permats, I mean Omega Flow. Out in the mid lane, both of the mages trying to get some farm. Especially just can't wait to make themselves level 4. In the top lane, Kozen will try to get some stack once again. The Fanny. Also Toya.
Oh, snipe coming out from Lilim. That last hit, I wasn't expecting that by the way, but well, here it comes, the first Lord for the team September 9.
Absolutely, like I wasn't expecting that either. Like there was a perfect snipe. Just let's hop out instant replay once again. The way he just sniped, that was amazing. Flicker hasn't popped up, but in the meantime, it was a perfect snipe and boom, first blood.
Alright, maybe they are focusing currently onto the XP lane as they want to make the turtle fight really easy, because we all know Fanny, she is one of the jungler who is, really hard in terms of the neutral objective contest. Well, Gosutai is currently onto the top lane. Kozen seems to be getting ganked here, but no, he is going in just for that scamming trap, because we all know Cloud is really mobile with his BMI. Probably he's going to trade that. Oh, with that flicker. He could be missing out on the cats, but the turtle have receded that pull back, and well, he is sustaining a spear the pose, but maybe no more. Omega Flow is losing lots of SP, but there's this Simba, but he won't be able to punch Mr. Summers, and so is going to be taking the kill onto Omega Flow.
In the meantime, Gaze with another kill. Simba has been taking down Blazing Druid in the meantime in the Kozen in the mid lane. Once again, there's Astral Recall, but not enough damage in the early stage. But Lilil still having a very good time. And here in the Fanny's blue buff, they're just giving hell of a chance. Jackie once again, Secret the Turtle.
Yes, so it's looking low on SP, but will be securing that lethal wonder. But Lamizi is onto the contest. He will be securing. Alright, on the gold ranking, we can see so is on the top, but there is kind of a race going on. Okay, in few seconds, there's someone, and most of the players are nearly on equal terms, in terms of gold, and but in the damage, okay, there we can see guy without the feet.
Alright, so 2 kills away, 2 kills from the side of Kingsmen, taking the lead, and 9k gold for September 9, and also they're just 400 goals ahead than the September 9. Once again, they're there by fight, and Simba is been taken down by Soroj. And I'm just feeling now they're just having a good time in this match. And I don't like Ghost Tutorial's movement as a fan, even I'm not seeing as kind of pebble, never mind.
Blaze! He goes to take out Ziggs is going for a aggressive play with Flicker. Kozen will be trading back the keep, and yes, Goblin getting a keep onto that Zonger. That's a very worthy trade from the Team Kingsmen.
Absolutely, and there's the 4 kills for the side of Team Kingsmen, and once again, Belric might be in trouble. Symbol with the stashes is coming on. Okay, so Omega Flow seeking the kill of Storage, and it could be a threat for Team Kingsmen. Alright, so Wishing Lantern. Okay, so once again, trying to give a stash to Omega Flow, and right now, Uranus just trying to give a raid to the blue buff of Fanny. And if they just, give a hell of a raid to blue buff, it will be a little bit troublesome from Fanny once again. There will be a fight, I guess, as Jackie's just trying to make a position. Astral Recall in the meantime, but miss it out. Here we go, the Retribution. Fanny managed to take the buff. Cut short, maybe not.
Right before the turtle, they have to force out the Retribution. Really good pressure coming up from Zaki, and yeah, as a Uranus player is supposed to do. He is doing his job. Kozen once again will be winning that Scavenge. The Crab slowly winning some trades. Goes to Tua, looks low on SP. He doesn't have his Retribution, and he is low on SP. What a way to contest. But this is back on team with the House of Brand. Welcome Omega Flow. But lock up on scene was missing my fall. Omega Flow on SP with some zaps. So this is going in, and then comes down. But he will get taken down. 3 players hitting on Gosutera, and yeah, obviously Gosutera won't be able to survive anymore. Lilim is getting targeted. Zaki onto Lilim, but Lilim, he won't be able to save the minions over there, and yeah, mid-lane T1, it won't be safe anymore.
Well, and in the top lane, they will give a try to secure the TR1 once again. And Fanny, I don't know, like, Sulan might tell me, like, Fanny, is it really good Fanny player? Like, I'm not saying it's Pyro Cable, never mind, like, I'm not saying that's so
and
bad.
the rapid fire comes in. We can see Daytona's Vulcan being followed up. Zaki seems low on HP while Zez is already taken down. Meanwhile, okay, Gosutera, he's onto the bottom lane trying to keep up the lane pressure. Meanwhile, and also a Divine Resurrection. And that's the thing that's really annoying about the Rafaela, you know. You can take down the core players and he will be up in the Land of Dawn and not second.
Looking at the itemization, Fanny with a Blade of Hephaestus, and on the other hand, Coulson with a Hunter Strike, and Claude with a DHS. In the other side, there is a Courizen size for Melisa. Itemization is quite simple right now, nothing fancy to tell, and once again, there's a red... Okay, so there's a buff raid, and the Fanny's blue buff, just Fanny struggling a bit with the Retribution, seeking the blue buff, which is needed for Fanny, and Coulson will try to give a push in the TR1 in the bot lane, and let's have a look at the gold ranking right now. Soraj is taking the lead, and also alongside with Soraj, there is Coulson giving a hell of a chase to Simba. Here we go, the stash from Gaze. Once again, Uranus trying to give a huge amount of damage. Once again, the Astral Ray call took down a huge chunk of Jackie. Once again, here we go. There was a little bit heal is coming from Rafaela. Once again, they will try to give Rock Dryad.
There's the Daytona's Welcome, and so will be taking the kill onto Simba. We can see Omega Flow will fall, and that's second player. But well, Ghostoya will be taking the trade onto Mr. Zaki.
Yeah, that was a good one. Now, you know, like Kingsmen, they're just playing very well. Even there's a lot of picks, they just completely don't go to their favor, but still somehow or some way they're just managing to pull them up from their side. And yeah, I'm so happy with that. So, you know what? Just keep the lead and get the victory against one of the most best team in Nepal, September 9.
Yeah, I think that Fanny, you know, you talked about Walker. That's being one of the reasons that September 9 isn't being able to, you know, be on the lead this game. Well, they will not be able to, you know, contest for the neutral objective, and on top of that, I guess this is the crossover matchmaking, due to which he might be having a little bit of trouble. And yeah, with that aggressive lineup of Team Kingsmen, the Fanny, she won't be able to do much, and that's the Retribution secured by Mr. Source. He will be securing the purple buff, and now the Fanny will be struggling even more in this game.
And also in the meantime, if we talk about the objective, the basic objective of Mobile Legends Bang Bang, Kingsmen securing that very nicely, and one Jackie might be in trouble, Astral Recall, and Dalamizi taking the kill of Zaki. And this is what something that you shouldn't do at this stage, because you were all roaming alone, and he just played off very nicely. And I just want you guys to cheer for your team, cheer for Bangladesh, spam some flags. I do appreciate that if you just support your country.
Simba all alone, but there we can see Lilin poking the damage. Ghostoya once again will be getting hit with that huge surge of damage. You know, the Paquito, he will be hitting just like the truck.
And are we about to see a lot dance here in the Land of Dawn? And in the meantime, there's a Sea Helper is coming from Ghostoya, Claude, Coulson, just putting his hand on the Lord, and in the meantime, Simba just trying to make a position. Here we go, the reveal from Novaria, and once again, there's a Wrath of Dryad rising to it in the meantime. Omega Flow, see the kill of Strong Place, Soras to kill Simba, Jalami Z, see the kill of the Gaze, and Ghostoya also see the kill of Claude. It could be the opening for September 9, and it could be very bad for Team Kingsmen, and they will definitely take the Lord undoubtedly.
Alright, Jackie will be zoned out already. Source is still looking for that contest for the Lord battle. He still knows that he is Paquito. He will be having that upper hand against Fanny player in any time. But well, that the Lord will be melted down and goes to Toya, secures it. There's still the outnumber situation going on, and no, the Tetanus welcome, but it will be purified by Jackie.
Yeah, it was a quite clever one. Like, you know, like I just love the move whenever he just used a purified by Jackie, just help him to get rid from the Daytona's welcome, and I really appreciate that. I really appreciate that move. It was quite a good timing. The timing was picture perfect, and have a look at the itemization. Claude with the Trinity, Melissa with the Trinity, and Fanny is just completely building up something which could easily work fine against one plays or even Jackie. Like, there's a Sea Helper combined with the physical penetration. You know, like, builds are quite tricky to counter. They just pick every single thing, whatever they need to beat on Kingsmen. Okay. Alright, so here we go. The blazing twitch from Claude. Kozen with a very low HP. Here we go once again. There's a vision from Novaria. On. Okay, Wishing Lantern. Water Dried in the meantime. Okay, so Zaki might be in trouble, and he is taken down by Simba. Once again, Terlamizi will try to give a good amount of damage against Team Kingsman.
Yeah, at the moment we can see the Lord, first of all, Lord is, the first of all Lord have already been taken down, so second Lord is about to get spawned. Oh, another snipe comes in, Frozen takes another huge surge of damage, but with the Swift Trinity build and the holy shielding coming up from Rafaela, he won't be, in any trouble. Alright, that's the reason that the Rafaela was kind of prioritized here against the Team September 9 is Novaria won't be be much of a trouble if they have that Rafala in their team.
Divine Claim. Yes, in the meantime, Divine Claim and Jalami will try to give a push. No, never mind. He just retreat, changes his mind, and once again, Fanny trying to get the position, and Fanny is just perfectly sitting on the Fanny zone. And if they take a fight, they have to suffer. Like, just no matter what you just do, don't fight against the Fanny zone. Okay, so Holy Baptism, but unfortunately nobody home. Here we go, the fight. Fanny just giving a little bit, just slashes coming from Fanny. Control, but not enough damage. Goes to Taya, who will take the recall. Quite good initiate from September 9. They just retreat nicely, and the same thing goes for the Kingsmen. They fail the threat and retreat at the same time.
Now the Lord is about to spawn, and looking at the map situation right now here against the Team September 9, Team Kingsmen seems to be losing much of it. Only 3 inhibitors are remained. The other ways they won't be having that much of map access, and on top of that they have Rafala. Yeah, she can take the bruise with her Light of Retribution, but she won't be sustained enough. Whenever she gets caught up, she'll get instantly bursted down. Goes to try is going in. He will be able to force out some of the utilities. We can see Zaki will get melted down, but Lamizi takes the kill. Another knockup onto Z Simba will have to fully retreat with that. Another snipe.
Oh my god.
Onto Zay.
Oh my god. What was that? That was a hell of a nightmare for, like, Gaze. Like, it was completely a one-shot with the Astral Recall, with the perfect stack. In the meantime, goes to Toya. Take the Lord, he's a 40 minutes Lord, and if they play perfectly, it could be the end for the Kingsmen from Bangladesh.
Yeah, it might be. It's really hard to defend with this. In the game number 1, they had really good high ground defending capability, but looking at this composition in this game number 2, they don't have much. Kozen, yeah, he's really good with the lane clearance, the wave clearance, if he is secure enough, if he is with the the Winter Crown or even the another 2 knockups comes in here. The Lamizi, he's going to take another kill.
Definitely, they just lost the mid lane. That means they're losing the control of the map. Spider Cavalry is coming on. Goes to Toya. Alright, so also the Super Minion is coming on the mid lane, and if they just manage to lock on, then it will be all done for the Kingsmen. 14 kills in a row to the side of September 9. Not enough good timing for Kingsmen. Alright, so Jackie might be in trouble, who lose a huge chunk of HP, and the huge chunk is taken by Simba, I guess. Maybe tackling damage or so instant got to try and take the kill of the case.
And now the Detona's welcome will be purified. Here goes the Tayak, takes the kill onto Zohan. First goes around.
No.
He survives. And then Knife won't be hitting him anymore. Zaki will get taken down, and the last two members standing. And the falls in. Kuzen hit with that sniper, and with that, the Team Kingsmen will be getting wiped out. The last wave of winning is approaching the base of Team Kingsmen, and this is it. This will be the end of Team Kingsmen for the upper bracket round 1. The match against the Team September 9. It ends here.
Lots of recalls,
right
Red
now.
Riot. Lots of recall is coming on. The victory goes to the September 9. September 9, the one of the most coolest team from Nepal. Once again, they have showed how good they are. Once again, they showed how good they are.
All right. So, Walker, let me start with you. So, in the beginning of the draft phase, I asked you, which hero would you have picked uh, to counter the heroes for our September 9? What do you have to say about that? I'm really looking forward to it.
First of all, whatever I just pick, I would go for the Belric. Sorry, I would go for I'd have banned to the Belric, and
Hmm.
either I would pick that or I'll let that in the ban section. First of all, there's the first thing, and the second thing is Paquito is not good at every moment. Like whenever there's a Melissa, in the opponent. So a lot of fans are talking about the pick of Paquito, and still, I guess Uranus is not a good fit at all.
Hmm.
Type of esports situation. So yeah, first of all, it comes to the band section. Like what kind of band I would have go for. That is the first thing. Picking is later. First I need to mention the bands. I already tell you that. And you know what? Like the whole lineup that Kingsman had in this game, I knew it. Like something bad will happen in the late game because the lineup they have, it's something that you can't do in the late game against the lineup of September 9. Like you have Claude. The counter is Belleric. You have Paquito. The counter is one kind of Melissa is a counter of Paquito. Like even kind of like Lim was untouchable in the game.
Hmm.
Lim, I mean, yeah, Lilim. Never mind.
Lilium. But yes, we have the game stats right now, and look at the damage dealt by our Melissa in this game, as well as our Novaria. I think the shots that she was taking, it was really precise, and the damage in the late game, almost 15 minutes, it was really good, right? So, Sudan, how do you feel about the match from our September 9?
Yeah, in fact, they did really well in terms of drafting, and with that draft, they also, kind of
Mhm.
played it really well in the land of Dawn. Already, Walker, explained the whole draft situation here, and I
Mhm.
guess no ego, no fear, just domination. It just went. It just turned into reality. They just dominated their opponent. Right now in the upper bracket finals, let's see if that statement will still stay true or not, because they are going to face against the team Alright Sports and the team Kingsmen. They have been dropped down onto the lower bracket, who will be facing against the team Evergreen Esports, and that match is gonna happen the day after tomorrow, because tomorrow is the day of the female category.
Yes, and stay tuned for that as well. I would suggest our viewers, because the matches that are going to happen between the female category is going to be amazing as this one. So don't keep, like low expectations from them. They are going to do wonders, because we have Wonder Girls, we have Badai Sport. So yes, um talking about the giveaway again, let me remind you, you still have a chance to win 15K worth skins. and 5K diamonds, as well as if you make a video, a highlight, a special moment from the matches, and upload it in your social media, tag our MLBB, Nepal, Bangladesh, you can get a chance to win up to, I think, 7,500 diamonds, or maybe even more. But yes, stay tuned for that as well. And don't forget to keep supporting us. And yes, any last things that our casters would like to say to our viewers?
Well, I guess I would like to say keep supporting the streams and tournaments, all of the tournaments, local tournaments, because that's how we are going to keep the balance in the ecosystem of the MLBB esports in the South Asia. So we have to boost it up. You have to like the stream. You have to keep the engagement going on. Yeah, share the streams, share the clips on the social media so that you can give the boost on the ecosystem or even win the giveaways, the contest which is going on right now.
Yes, thank you so much, Sudan. And yes, any last words from our Walker?
Well, as he just said, don't forget to support the community or and even subscribe and follow every single socials of Mobile Legend Bang Bang. And yeah, you just must have to support the tournaments and whatever we're just bringing in to you guys. And yeah, that is the key. If things happens like this way, then obviously we could get back whatever we want. We could get our roadmap for the like the championship and whatever the qualifiers. Even a lot of opportunity can come to this tournament. So yeah, so subscribe, follow every single social, share the stream with your friends, and there's a giveaway every day. So yeah, keep your eyes on. That's it.
All right. We have said what we had to do, what we had to say. And with that, signing off, me, Manisha Mahato, and with me, we have Custer, Sudan Chouds from Nepal, and Wakar Mahmood from Bangladesh. See you guys tomorrow. Bye bye.
Killing spree. Hold on, Uranus! Pasha, we need you!
Divine judgment! Witness the power of pure lightning! All that lies below is under my vigil!
Still trying to reach your allies on foot? Still stuck navigating terrain when the fight's already over? From flightless bird to ruling the skies, the revamped Kaja can be summed up in 2 words: soar and lasso. Soar anywhere, lasso anyone. First up, Kaja's passive skill. We kept its paralysis effect and upgraded it. Hitting with Kaja's skills will slow enemies and reduce their damage, making it easier to pressure enemy carries. Moving on to his first skill, Kaja releases a ring of primal lightning, damaging enemies and healing himself. Scout pushes, recover HP, interrupt recalls. Kaja can now fly into the enemy jungle like a true fearless roamer. From a short dash to full flight, Kaja's second skill is a highlight of this revamp. Kaja dashes to the target area before entering the soaring state. While soaring, Kaja can fly over terrain and his basic attacks become AoE. In this state, his second skill's cooldown is shortened, and hitting an enemy hero with it reactivates his soaring state. So don't panic when a melee enemy is on you. Use the terrain to your advantage to block off pursuers. Kaja's ultimate received the biggest change, from solo gank to a setter's dream. Kaja's whip now lassos an entire area, trapping enemies inside. He can then drag them along while the lasso tightens. Since the ultimate has a cast delay, timing is key. Aim for the enemy carry in the backline.